Hey everybody, today is landscape day. We've got a very basic landscape here and we want to increase that curb appeal. So I'm going to go today step by step so you can see the transition of going from basic, I'm not going to say awesome, but it's going to be much better. Wow, y'all, what a beautiful day to work on landscaping. Look at this sky. All right, so step number one, you're gonna need a design. I've got mine right here. Take some time, draw out some lines on what you think you might like. Here's my design a little bit close up. We got our driveway here. There's the house, the steps. And notice we got some really large landscape beds. A couple of things for that. One, the larger your landscape beds are, the less grass you have to cut. Two, I think it's going to give it a lot more depth and dimension. So these are, that's rocks, and then I've got my plants in here. But the more depth you can provide, it gives it that dimension to it rather than just, hey, I've got 4 plants across the front and they're in a line. So it gives it a little bit more character. All right, so now that we have our design, get a water hose. You can also use rope. But start to map out where you want these curves to be, the edges of the landscape beds, which I have done that now, at least I started. And then yeah, just get this hose and put it into place. What's great about this is now you can move it around until you find out what makes you happy. All right, so now that I got the hose down, the very next step, probably the most important step, is to get a second opinion to make sure it does look good. Here we have Wendy, who's gonna do exactly that. Wendy, what do you think? Is it looking good? Does it need a little bit of work?
It's a little tweaking. I'm just messing with you. It looks good. Good to work.
There you go, all right. On to the next thing. All right, so next up, before you start putting mulch down, you gotta get rid of the grass. My favorite solution is just cardboard boxes. We've got so many of them all the time. We have shipments coming in and buying furniture and all kinds of things. So we always end up with a lot of cardboard. So that's my approach. We're gonna get cardboard. I'm gonna lay it all out to tamp down the grass and then extra mulch on top. I am gonna go a little bit heavy on the mulch. That stuff's not coming through. All right, y'all, there it is, the most amazing cardboard covering job ever. I ran out of cardboard, so it is what it is. Any spots that are sticking out, I'm gonna have to hit with some vinegar spray or something like that to finally tamp down any leftover grass. But hey, recycled cardboard is free. All right, the mulch man arrived. Got some Asheville mulch here. This is awesome. It came out cheaper than all the bags, and you don't have a bunch of plastic left over. 4 yards of mulch. Get that mulch ready. Let's go. Yep, there you go. Need a bigger shovel.
She got a little bit. You gotta get more, Edith. You gotta get more. It's heavy. All right, stick it in. There you go. If you stick it in on the concrete, you'd have better luck.
right, so I got the mulch bed in place now. A couple of things happened. One, my boulder kind of got buried. Got a second boulder over here that also got buried. No big deal. I will pick those back up, make them look a little bit better. Next, I'm gonna hose all this down. Yep, I'm using my thumb because that's all I have out here. That mulch job is now complete. It was a quick 4 hours. We did a 2-hour work period, took a little quick lunch break, and then another 2 hours and got it knocked out. Jet started chipping in there at the end, which is great. So I'll say 1.5 manpower. Well, we also have woman power over here, Wendy, who did a lot of supervision. How did it turn out, Wendy?
Looks great. Looks great. Now I'm ready to go pick out some trees. I want a tree. I'm voting for the blue spruce. We'll see how it goes.
Exactly. So we're gonna move on to that next design phase. But without further ado, let's hop down here and take a look. So now we need some plants, so let's go shopping.
Oh, Brandon, look what I found. Huh? You know what this is, Jet? It's a Laura petalum. Laura petalum. It's your dad's favorite plant.
Yeah, we're gonna get a couple of those.
We've had them everywhere we've lived.
We have. So also, real quick, we're gonna get a couple of these, what are they called? Blue Star junipers? Yep, exactly. So Wendy has got a favorite blue spruce that she wants to put in the front, and then we'll get these little blue junipers to go on the opposite side to balance out the color. So when we got the, this is a Fat Albert blue spruce.
Yes, it does better here.
Yeah, this is a good one. So this one's a little bit more Christmas tree shape.
I like that one. I like the height.
And then over here, this one's a little bit wider. So I kind of like this one.
It's fat because it's a Fat Albert.
It's gonna go in the front, so.
Yeah, this is my tree I came to get.
Fat Albert blue spruce. We've got some blue junipers right there in the pot. I've got a mugo pine, a Laura petalum, and an arborvitae that's in the back. I'll get that out here shortly. Oh, also a bunch of soil enhancer. That's basically pine bark fines. Also, I want to get these other plants that are already in the ground dug up, and I'm going to put them in some plastic bags. Okay, the next step. You want to get all of your different plants and lay them out per the design, because you did that earlier. But as you're doing your design on paper, it doesn't always look like what you expected. So get your plants laid out, move them around until it looks good. Now, after we put everything out there and Wendy has come out here She's got a floral design eye, so she said, no, that plant can't go there, that plant can't go there. So we did a big mix-up. So now take a look at the colors and see what you think. It'd be cool to catch it from this side where you can see the yellow.
Yep.
Right here.
I'm behind the camera today, but yeah, it's important when you're designing. You know, Brandon's really concerned about the longevity and growth of these, but it's still really important to make sure your colors are balanced, your heights are balanced. I almost think of it, like you said, as a floral arrangement, because the more, I mean, some people like asymmetry, but honestly, symmetry makes people overall feel balanced. It doesn't throw your brain off. It's more pleasing. So just trying to figure out what that balance is here. And junipers in the rocks. I'm a fan of junipers in the rocks.
Was good, but ready?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of this in here.
What you got?
Soil conditioner.
Big Daddy Pete.
Daddy Pete. And then mix it up with the dirt that you got.
Find the pretty side.
Let you do that.
Right. I'd say there. Nope. Turn it back. That little point at me. There. It's like a star.
Right there. That's what it is. Blue star.
A little more. Look, I'm like a little more.
Right there.
No. It's hard to see on top of it. Turn it back. Turn it back. Turn. Right there. Right there? That's the front. Okay, yes. Right there, like that's that? The front.
All right. Back in there.
Working hard, Brandon? Or hardly working?
Oh, hard is the right word. All right, so for this project, we came in right at $950. The blue spruce, that was probably the most expensive. It's a specimen tree. You want to make sure it was special. So that came in at $250. The boulders, well, the builders helped us out with that. So they just had rocks laying around here. And I said, hey, you put that on my spot, I'll take it. That was free. Let's see, we had a lot of mulch. Of course, the mulch was $200. We had all the 8 plants that were already here on the property. Yeah, just consider that. You know, you might have plants already on your property and they can be moved around, relocated. Plants don't always have to be in the same spot. Trim them up and clean them up a little bit and they can still look good. And then finally, of course, the rest of the plants, all of those were $500. All right, and now the moment you've all been waiting for. All right, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you want to keep up with some of our upcoming projects, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.